are back. It is Quick Talk Sports. Aaron Larsuel, Lisa Ann, Nic Goodwin over there on the left. And football, the NFL, is finally back. Thursday, the world champion New England Patriots play the Chiefs. We'll get into some of that later. But the big news of the week, Ezekiel Elliott has now been suspended by the NFL. He was suspended recently, and that suspension was upheld, the 6-game suspension, by an arbitrator just yesterday. But somehow he's going to play. What do we think of guys that are suspended still getting to play?
Well, it's an arbitrary rule about Tuesdays at 4 p.m., but Odell Beckham fought his suspension this exact same way. So once another player does it that's very relevant in the same generation, we got to follow through. I think it's crazy.
Yeah, it's a very strange rule, and now his legal team has filed a temporary restraining order. So perhaps, like Tom Brady, he will get to play. Even though he's been suspended, he'll get to play for the year. Playing on Sunday night, the Sunday night game against the Giants is very strange, but they're going to need him. The Cowboys' offense needs him. The Cowboys' defense not so good. I just think a lot of it is the extra stuff he's been doing. The pulling down the girl's top, the going on the boat party. It's just a dude that can't get out of his own way. Nick, what do you think about this dude? What is when you think of Ezekiel Elliott, what does that bring up in your mind?
Johnny Manziel. I mean,
that's a good comparison.
But he's
can't
good.
Get out of his own way.
He's good.
And even better than Manziel.
Yeah, and I mean, can this guy get out of his own way? Like you said, I don't know. I mean, I don't know if he'll ever just go ahead and lose that just want to party. He's going to have to grow up a lot.
And Lisa, you brought up Odell Beckham Jr., another guy that can't seem to get out of his own way, but that seems more lighthearted and more fun. Ezekiel seems like, I don't want to call him a menace, but he seems like he's actually causing trouble.
He does seem like a menace, and in a sense, because he continues to do these things. He was just out at a party a couple of weeks ago, which we saw, which was after court. The real question here is, forget about everything that's going on right now. How much distraction has this been for him, getting in his reps, his practice, his everything else that he's going to need to come back strong, whenever that is? And secondly, after all of this, are we going to see the same repeat stories again? Is he going to learn? Is he going to bring a new circle of people around him that keep him out of the cameras and out of all this nonsense?
Yeah, well, the Cowboys had Dez Bryant. They had people follow. Yeah, they had security guys following around. Nick, do you want to see this for Zeke? Do the Cowboys does Jerry Jones need to do something about this?
Well, I don't really care because I didn't draft him. And I know all the people that did are a little bit upset. I don't know. They still have hope?
Yeah, I mean, a lot of people struggling with that decision. He's going to play in Week 1 as it stands now. Maybe he plays the year. Maybe he doesn't. The Cowboys have a bye week that would fall within his suspension. So technically, if the suspension holds, he'll be out weeks 2 through 8. What are you doing if you're a Zeke owner right now, Lisa?
Well, hopefully you picked up Darren McFadden, or you picked up Alfred Morris. But again, that's going to be a choice. McFadden's only got to see him play, a little bit of time last season. So how much gas does he have left in the tank? The line isn't quite as good as it was last year to make those holes for the run game. So what I'm hoping is this really makes the connection between Dak and Dez real, and they start to focus on airing it out. You know what I mean? Bring out the Aaron Rodgers in this kid. Let him air it out and stop worrying about the run game.
So speaking of fantasy, you started touching on fantasy. Hurricane Irma is affecting the southeast of the country, Florida especially. And so the Miami and Tampa Bay game has now been postponed. We're going to get to our quick picks here. Lisa, give me a quick pick. If you are a Jameis Winston owner, if you're a Jay Cutler owner, if you are a Tampa Bay Bucs defense owner like I am, what do you do fantasy-wise? Who are some of the guys that can replace some of the stars in that game?
We'll go in reverse. The Bills defense going up against the Jets this week is a no-brainer and available in almost all leagues at this moment. Tight end, if you had a Cameron Brate, you can look for Kobe Fleener. Not very drafted. Didn't give us what we wanted last year in New Orleans, but right now we got Willie Snead out with the suspension, so he should get some targets. There's a replacement. Jameis, it's going to be a little bit tougher because if you're in a league where some of your opponents took 2 quarterbacks, you're kind of stuck.
Right.
But, I mean, you could find a Carson Wentz on there. You could find a Carson Palmer on there. You just got to figure out where you could just make do for this one or this one week.
So it's not Brian Hoyer time.
You could do Brian Hoyer because, look, Pierre Garçon, Brian Hoyer going to get it done.
The Carolina secondary is not so good, so maybe that's another choice. I'm going to give you a quick pick for the Thursday game, the NFL opener. The Patriots and Chiefs, we talked about it earlier, said we'd mention it, and now I am taking the Chiefs +9, some places 9.5. Of course, if you can get 9.5, you want the 9.5. Take the Chiefs +9.5. These openers, when they raise the banners, even in the NBA, but especially in the NFL, the home team, in this case, the Patriots, the Super Bowl champions, they kind of struggle. They've won the last few games, but they are closer than you think they're going to be. I like the Chiefs' defense in this. I don't think the Chiefs win, but I think they cover the 9 or 9.5.
Yeah. Yeah, I think that's a great pick. I mean, that's what I would do. I mean, without even talking to you. I think it's a, we went 2-0 last week.
We did.
Right?
We went 2-0 last week and 1-0 the week before. Quick Talk Sports 3-0.
Yep.
We're making you money.
So the Thursday night college football game is, we're not even going to touch that. We're really concentrating on the New England KC game. But Saturday, I've got 2 picks for you. One is Jacob Eason is not playing for the Georgia Bulldogs. Notre Dame looked great. The spread's been around 4, 4.5, 5. If you can get it now. I think it's probably going to continue to rise maybe to 6. Who knows? But I would take Notre Dame. And the other one, Clemson, Auburn. I don't think Auburn is ready for the big time. Clemson is. They showed last week. Auburn played, Georgia Southern. So, okay. Yeah. So I would take both of those. That's 2 picks. I mean, I might be a little biased because I'm a Georgia Tech fan, and granted, I'm a little sad about that the other night. But so I don't like Georgia very much. So emotions kind of coming into play there. But without Jacob Eason, I don't think they're looking good.
And Lisa Ann just gave you all the fantasy picks, so we're going to get out of here. But like and please subscribe. Thank you to everybody that has already done so. Hope you enjoyed, and we will see you soon. Nic Goodwin, Lisa Ann, Aaron Larsuel. We'll catch you on the next one.